Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Patching with the Patch Sisters. We've been with LifeWave since 2012, and we're here to share with you how to patch most effectively based on our personal past experiences and gathering of the experiences, as well as patching with common sense. So as you're watching our program, if you have patching points that has been more successful for you that we haven't covered, please be sure to share it with us in the comments. And if you enjoy our segments, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share our videos with your friends and family. Today, we're going to be sharing with you how to patch for skincare. So we're going to go ahead and get started with Nikki's experience because she's the one with the really bad blemishes way back when, in the past. That's when we first met. You had some seriously angry acne where you used to walk around with little band-aids, little tiny like cut up band-aids over your pimples. I mean, we're gonna call it pimples, but I mean there were some like serious, like ready to pop.
Yep.
Ugly stuff.
And I think that's how we met.
Yeah, that's how we met, and I did feel sorry for you. I did. I'm not gonna lie.
I know you did, because every time we talk, you just kind of look at my chin, and then you offer me with.
My eyes just kept going to the redness on your face, and I was like, ooh, that hurts.
I remember meeting you at your insurance office, and you keep looking at me, and then I walk out of your office with this poop powder. Remember, that's like, okay, you need to go home and detox yourself because you look so bad.
That's what I said. I did say that. That was part of the conversation, but I know I do remember how, and I tried not to look. I really did try very hard not to look, but it was just like staring right at me. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. And I felt really bad about it, but it was just right there staring at me.
I know.
It had a life of its own. So I know it was really hard for you. So tell me about it, because you were an adult and you had like seriously angry acne. So how was that for you?
Well, I had it all my life, since I was young. It gets so bad that the doctor put me on Accutane. That was the worstest medications to take. You had to go in, for blood tests every month, make sure you're not pregnant, and you go through all kinds of, oh my gosh, stress and depressions, and your skin dries up, and it's just terrible. And thinking that you're going through those medications that you'll be okay, it wasn't okay for me. Continue, coming out all these skin problems throughout my adult life. Yeah, and usually as soon as it pops out, oh my gosh, it stays there with me for at least a good couple months because it gets really bad. And you're right, I rather walk around with a band-aid, letting people think that I have a cut versus looking at my you know, um, acne, or what is it say acne, huh? Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, really seriously angry blisters coming out.
Yeah, actually, let me show you some pictures of what I used to look like and how unhappy I used to be. So let me share with you some pictures. I think pictures says a million words, right? Okay, so all right, so this is one. So we went shooting, and I still have my ear plugged on, and you can see my skin wasn't good at all. I go to my forehead, and it's actually everywhere on my face.
The big ones at the chin. Yes.
Yeah, it's a really big one, and at the same time, you can see I was really chubby too.
Yes, you were.
I was quite chubby. I was shocked myself. And you see this one, just my whole chin, just full of bumps. And this one, I have some really heavy makeup on. I put on, like, I don't know, a layer and layers of makeup, trying to cover up. That day we went out for dinners at the ocean, and the wind was blowing at me, trying to cover as much as I can. But I don't think I was able. I don't think I did a good job at all. Yeah. And then let's see what pictures I have. And you can see that pictures too, just on the slide. So those pictures that I just shared with you, just over after a long period of time. It's not. It's a few years, different events. And you can see throughout my adult life, my skin is actually really, really bad. So like nowadays, people compliment how nice my skin look. I go, yeah. I told them what happened. No one believed me. No, I don't think you used to have bad skin.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I didn't know you 10 years ago, sis, I would not have believed you. Yeah.
And then when you wake up in the morning, your face is just full of grease and oil. And we joke around all the time, especially with my daughter. She always say, Mom, with the oil on your face, you can make yourself an omelet.
Oh, that's cruel.
It's so much. And then I used to have long fingernail. You just go like this. Ooh, it's a space inside all of your nail. It was that bad.
Wow.
Okay. And I try everything there is on the market. Every time you change a brand, it costs you at least $400 or $500. And I tried.
You were cheap on yourself.
No, it's not cheap. Everything's
We're not
expensive.
talking no market brand.
Yeah, every time you change, it's because you have to get the whole set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I tried this one brand from this lady friend at a networking event. And I actually travel, and she said this is how good the product is, and I believe everybody. It's just because you look so bad, anyone offer you solution, you want to try. And I came back, I took pictures of how bad I look, and I sent it to her. I said, you said I supposed to detox. Is this what you call detox? Immediately she said, okay, just return it. I have no comment. So it wasn't a detox. Detox usually lasts a few days, and then you're okay. Not for it to go so angry that my entire chin is just like, oh my gosh, it's not even a Band-Aid. It's not one of the Band-Aids. Like I had to cover my whole chin. Yeah, it was that bad.
And so, what I'm noticing with all the pictures, you don't look happy in any of them.
No.
I know you used to hate taking pictures.
Yeah. Stay away from. I actually threw away so many pictures that I didn't want to keep around. Nowadays, I look for it and say, hey, I can compare.
Before and after. Hey, I don't look so bad.
I have a hard time finding it. I was talking to Larry, and he said that you make me throw away so many of your pictures. And I was like, yeah, at that time I'm just being insensitive, just very sensitive and just insecure.
Yep.
That anyone talk about skin immediately is like, oh, why are you talking about me? There's so many things that you can talk about. Why you have to talk about me? It was that.
Wow, man. I gotta say, it's like what you look on the outside does make a huge, difference on how you feel, on that security and the confidence, that it brings out. It does make a really big difference. I mean, I hate to say that, I hate to make that comment, but it's true. It's especially when it's something like, things growing out of your face that shouldn't be there. Right? I mean, we're not talking about, you getting a scar because of an accident. We're talking about, now this is actually a completely wellness issue. So, and then we discover LifeWave, right?
Exactly. And
what happened? Tell us about that.
Yeah. So
everybody's looking for solutions here. What was your solution?
And this is only 4 years ago that the company have Alavida.
Yes.
So imagine I'm 54. So I have skin issues for 50 years.
Yeah.
Now,
I do remember our patches did help some.
Yeah.
But it was actually Alavida that made a huge difference.
Well, using our patches, it calms down. It doesn't have this angry, really huge issue, big one. Yeah, but as soon as I use aloe vera, I believe maybe like about 6 weeks or so, and it just comes down to a point where I never had it anymore. Yeah, I never have angry acne. You know, once in a while, I have a tiny little one, tiny little one, based on the food that I eat, you know, fried food and all this bad stuff. Just a tiny little one.
But in the beginning, I remember you got a little scared. It's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
But then it was actually, it stayed at bay and it was completely controlled. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna share with you what I use. Very simple. Glutathione definitely. You know, to have that kind of skin. That means that our system, you know, internally need to detox.
Mm-hmm.
So I use glutathione. I use aloe vera. Aloe vera, the company has aloe vera trio. So we have the night cream and the day cream, and then the patches. Actually, it is so inexpensive. If you really look at it, it is 2 months supply. You have 60 days of the patches to use, and then you have the day cream and the night cream.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
and yeah, and retail price you're looking at only $199. And then if you're a member of LifeWave, it's only $149.95,
Yep.
and that is for 2 months. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, what I do is that I use not just one pump. I know I'm not cheap on myself. I use three. And I put one on each cheek and then one on my neck. So I put on my skins and then kind of rub it down to my neck. So every night and morning, I make sure that the leftover going to my neck. I
And
don't
you know
want to
what
show.
I do?
I
You
don't
know
want
what I
wrinkles here.
because we know we don't want to waste any drop of it, right? So I would actually put it on my back of my hand
I
and
do that too.
together, and then I would do this. So
Yep. Yep.
I don't waste any of it.
Yep. So just want to make sure it's cover, you know.
Exactly. Just do this and just make sure. Just rub it around like
Yep.
a little squirrel.
Yes. So I use aloe vera, I use glutathione, and then I use Aeon as well.
Yes,
I strongly believe that our skins and stress levels is related.
completely.
So
Absolutely.
definitely we need to make sure that the stress level is reduced so that we can keep our skin radiant. Okay.
Yes.
And then carnosine is also very good for skin. So I use different things every day. In the past, I used everything every single day. But today, you know, I use, you know, different. I use glutathione because of what's going on uh, 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 with the COVID and all that. And I just want to make sure that I protect myself, make sure that I'm strong, make sure I don't get sick very easily.
Yep.
So yeah, I use glutathione. You know, I go to the gym. I use energy. And then at night, I use aloe vera, not only for skin, but aloe vera can help me sleep really, really good. And we talked about sleeping issues last episode. So aloe vera is excellent. I love using it on top of my right eyebrow. Okay,
Yep.
I love that.
Yep.
I
That's his
sleep.
favorite spot.
Yeah, I sleep so deep. Sometimes I put the use patch all over my forehead. Uh, and I do that for different reasons. And
Yep.
number one, I want to make sure that I have no wrinkle. Okay. It's maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. You know, once you pass 55, 54, going to 55, and then before you knew it, it's in his 60s. So definitely, I don't want to, for people to able to guess that I'm 60, you know?
And we need to start that now. We need to start that now. And as I always say, you know, I'll be 49 this year, but
Mhm.
my main goal is to not look and feel like a typical 49-year-old. I'm not trying to be 20, but I don't want to look and feel like a typical 49-year-old. So that's my personal goal. So whatever your personal goals are, audience, follow through. We have
Yeah.
something really simple and easy. So what else do you do, Nikki?
Well, I do that, and I think, what else do I do?
Well, shoot, ever since the stem cell patch or X39 came out.
X39. Oh my goodness, X39. You know, I knew I forget something. X39 is definitely the patch. It is amazing. I think X39 bring the glow out.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I strongly believe that. X39 is the patch that must use every day. Okay.
Yep.
I use morning, remove at night, and then I take the morning patch. Sometimes I just put it on my forehead and go to sleep. It's this. I cannot even explain.
You can't thank David enough for this.
Exactly.
So what I do now, and I think you might be doing something similar to me as well, is X39 during the day. And then, of course, Alavida at night.
Okay.
Right? Alavida at night. And of course, I use the Alavida lotions during the day and night. Okay. And then at your recommendation, my daytime patches,
right?
I stack them, put on my forehead.
Okay.
Okay, but occasionally, well, actually, I really should be doing this more often. I use carnosine patches, and then some days I look at my eyes, I'm like, okay, little extra help here, and then over here.
Okay.
I keep forgetting to do over here, but at least over here on the cheek, an area here, and then if I feel like, okay, right here.
I have a picture of you, sis.
Oh no.
Okay, of the before picture. I just want you to know how good you look now.
Thank you.
Okay, let me show you your before picture, and I think this is maybe 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm scared.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready. Oh. Oh, look at all that.
I know, right? You look really good.
All right. I feel better. And was your face a little bit rounder too? Speaking of which, sis, all your before pictures, your face, you were pretty cheeky back then. Yeah, you were cheeky back then too. So, yeah. Okay, well, thank you, David.
This morning, as I was looking for the pictures, and then I make a comment to Larry, and I said, I can't believe looking at my pictures, you actually like me then? But you actually like me? And she just stared at me, give me this dirty look at, what are you talking about? I said, oh my gosh, looking at my pictures in the past. If I were you, I wouldn't ask me to go out.
Sometimes we're actually pretty hard on ourselves. We are actually hardest on ourselves, but just the fact that, and we always want to look our best, right? We always want to look our best, but we don't want to use chemicals and all kinds of poisons like you did in the past, which didn't even work, right? And I can't even imagine, and if you didn't have LifeWave now, how much toxins your body could still be accumulating, with what you did in the past to your skin, through your skin.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm personally, I'm extremely grateful, for me, when you did introduce it to me, when you did, because that's when I started gaining weight too.
Yeah.
So through the patches, not only, do we look younger and, healthier. It's like, I mean, what else can we ask for? Bottom line is that you certainly do not look your age. And how old are you again? I'm going to let you spill it again. How old are you?
54.
Yeah, you're 54. This is,
what's, the best feeling? The best feeling is when I go networking, when, go to different places, and younger guy actually asks me out. And I just smile as I'm not available.
No, best thing is like, dude, I'm too old for you. You have no idea.
Exactly, right? It's just the feeling let you know that hey, you look pretty good for your age. For
Yeah.
someone that asks you out,
Yep.
and there's a I'm married, I'm not available. And not only that, I am much older than you. You know, there's this one guy, I guess I was um, going to the gyms and just, being casual, just no makeup, not dressed up, maybe looking like a little bit younger, look like a, maybe a young adult. Um, and then he was coming and kind of like, smiling and talking. And I just look at the guy and I said, I can
No.
be your mom. I can be your mother.
Yes, yes, yes,
But
yes, yes.
it's that's not the point. The point is just the feeling of uh, um, how people look at you, how young you look. You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
I remember when I was young. When I was young, I have a hard job. I was a waitress at one point, and this lady that I work with is she actually Korean, and she looked really good, and she's never available for anybody. And she told me at that time I didn't understand, but as I get older, I understand. She said that, Nikki, you don't have to go out with anyone, but when you, let's say she's also a waitress, she said, all I need to do is just pass by people, and in the angle of my eye, I know that that guy right there just turn around and take a look at me. Okay. And she said, that's all I need. That is enough for me to be happy. I don't need to go out with anyone. Now that I'm older, it's like, when somebody turn around and give you another look, ooh, so that's all I need.
Okay. Just for your audience sake, okay? This is not to promote to somebody else. You needing somebody else to make you feel good. That's not what it's all about.
No, no,
Okay?
it's just,
That's not what it's about at all. It's just a little extra. This is just a little extra that you can achieve with our LifeWave patches, right? Okay. So I think, do you have any more to say? Or I think,
no, I think we're having too much fun here. So,
it just feels good to be younger. That's the
yes,
bottom.
so, well, with all the audience watching us today, I'm so sorry, I'm just feeling good. And I just want to share with everyone of my feeling of, looking good
Being
and feeling good. And
younger and how it feels, to be
yeah,
feeling attractive, right?
yeah, attractive.
For our
Uh-huh.
ages, which is,
Yeah,
sometimes really hard to achieve. And but LifeWay makes it so much easier. So that's
yeah.
our share for today.
Hmm.
So,
And that is what our slogan is too.
mhm,
With LifeWave is live long, live well, live younger, okay, live healthy. I mean, that's who we are,
mhm,
and we have something to be
yeah,
proud of. Huh? Okay,
absolutely.
all right,
Mindset is also important, and we're able to achieve that.
yes.
Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and, listening to our stories. And if you have any questions, please be sure to reach out to us. We'd be happy to, answer whatever inquiries that you have.
Mhm.
And our next segment is going to be Larry's story. Larry's story. And we have an absolutely incredible story. This is how we initially got started with LifeWave, and but his story you need to hear. You thought Nikki's story just recently when she got plastered onto concrete on that bicycle accident was bad. Yeah, you really want to tune in with us on Larry's story. So,
Yes.
all right, Nikki, close us out, please.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. Uh, if you like what we have to share and you have more comments or you want to learn from us more, go ahead and comment below. and like us and follow us on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, type in Patch Sisters, then you'll be able to find us and subscribe to our channel so that whenever I post something new on our YouTube channels, you'll be notified by YouTube. And I will see you next week.
All right. Have a great week, everyone.
You
Bye.
too. Bye bye.